Welcome. My name is Denise Williams, and I am your financial coach. And I am joined with Denise Robinson. How are you?
Woohoo! I am great.
Okay,
Happy to
great.
be
And we
here as
are again
always.
on this journey for a heart centered approach to your money map. Now, here's the thing, Denise. We talk about the circle of life, and we talk about the word manifestation is very popular right now when it comes to your cash flow, because this training is all about creativity to your cash flow. A
Hmm.
lot of times there's conflicting thoughts in our
Yes.
mind,
Yes.
and we think everything should go on a straight line, right?
Yeah.
I should
Hmm.
do this and I should get that. I should do this and I should get that. And what I love about the practice of creativity is that it shows you that sometimes when you put something in, you don't necessarily get what you want immediately, but you're in this process of creating. And,
And,
you know,
and well, and every creation brings a manifestation because we're always creating whether we are conscious of it or not. This
right.
use of art as a part of a creative tool is how we're
Yeah,
going to become intentional about how we're thinking and be able to watch
absolutely.
our inner voice, because I think that is where a
Absolutely.
lot of people have some challenges in all manner of walks of our lives.
Absolutely. So the concept of prosperity and abundance, money, cash flow, you may wonder, well, what does that have to do with creativity? And what I want to really, encourage you to think of is that creativity puts you in the driver's seat. It's
Mm-hmm.
not about what the banker says. It's not about what your paycheck looks like. It's not about what your bank balances look like. These are events that trigger our emotions, and they give us sometimes a sense of helplessness. Or we may feel so great about what is in our bank account, what is, happening with us financially, but there are other problems happening in our life.
Mm-hmm.
Our
Mm-hmm.
business may not, be doing what we want, or in order to have the big bank balance, so much of your time is poured into the business that you don't feel like you have work life balance. So
Mm-hmm.
that's another challenge. And
Yeah.
so the tool that I want to introduce you to through Denise Francis Robinson is the mandala. And it is about prosperity because it's how you define prosperity. And it's part of the work that we've been doing in these modules. And this is how we are going to continuously help you by giving you tools of reference, right? Tools that you can pull on to build your cash consciousness, because you are in the driver's seat. You are in the driver's seat and you get to choose. So then I'm going to hand it over to you.
Okay. Well, today we're looking at mandalas. Some people might know what they are. For those of you who don't, mandala actually is just a Sanskrit word that means circle. And the circle is seen as that's one symbol that represents the totality of everything. There's no beginning, there's no ending. And so in that space, if we put ourselves in the center of no beginning, no ending, we can see how expansive our thoughts and our whole process of thinking can become. So, in the mandala creation that I want to share with you today, because there are many, many ways of creating mandalas, but I want to create it with the intention of maybe like using it for a meditation. As you start to make the lines, and the more you make the lines, the more you repeat lines over and over, it's the more calm and more centered you become. And then if you start out that process with an intention, a specific intention around an issue that might be troubling you, that you want clarity on, or some idea that you want to have a greater focus around and expand it, in an organic and natural way. A mandala, making a mandala, it seems like, one is east and one is west, but I I have had the experience. I've seen where the two come together and become one all around the world, all around the globe. Different cultures use mandala for different purposes, for spirituality, for team building, for meditation, as I mentioned, and so many other reasons. And so, just introducing it to you here today, I'm sure that you'll find good use for it. And as usual, let us do a quick check. You don't need many art materials for this. You need a piece of paper, and like in the last module, we had an old envelope that we opened up. But you can go all the way up to using a stretched canvas and paint, and you can also just use paper. Yeah, this is a heavyweight paper, and you can also use, just simple typing papers. These are some of the mandalas that I have created, just over time, because the idea too is that you don't necessarily have to do all of a mandala at once. Just a quick little thing about mandalas. I don't know if you are aware, there are a group of Buddhist monks who would spend absolutely days making the most incredible mandalas out of sand. And as a part of I guess it is affirming their belief in non-attachment. They create this immense mandala using all sorts of, engineering skills along with the art making skills. And at the end, they simply sweep it away and they return the sand to the rivers where they got it. And, those of us in the West say, oh my gosh, they destroyed it. But for them, it's a celebration. You're not attached to anything. But that's just a side. Let's go. Mandalas can be used. You can make them with your markers. You can make it with just an ordinary pencil or a pen, or like in that slide that we're seeing there, that was a pen and a marker that I used to create that mandala on the word growth. Growth was the word that I was contemplating then, and I can definitely say that it actually had me feeling expanded by the time I was finished. So you grab your paper, and the first thing you want to do, is take a deep breath to center. Do your centering ritual all the time. One deep breath in, hand on the heart, and relax. And another deep breath in, and relax with a sigh. And now you're ready. Grab your stuff and let's go. All right. So I have actually just used a plate to make this circle, right? You can use a dinner plate, side plates, anything that's round that you can find around the office or anywhere else. Then the first thing that you do is that you find, and you can just judge this, there's no need to be perfect. I'll show you my other one where it was so imperfect, but when it was all done, I had a wonderful time. And you start in the center with maybe a smaller circle. Yeah. And then maybe let's just do what's a flower center, where we do 4 little lines equally. It's just like a plus sign with a little circle in the center, right? And then from there, we fill in between with another little line in between each of those. So already you see it looks like a belly button, right? All right, now all we're gonna do is connect. And the trick with the mandala is that you have to pick a line and stick to it, going all the way around in a circle. And then when you've completed that, you start a new line and a new shape. So watch me do this. So it's up and around, up and around. Very, very easy, simple. And once you get into it, it becomes almost hypnotic. So already our little belly button design now looks like a flower. So I'm going to do something else. I'm going to, in between those petals, I'm going to put some lines. And all the lines are the same length. And I'm now making a pattern. Because I'm making the lines the same length, I now have a pattern. And from that, again, I'm going to do those rounded shapes. And then you continue all the way till you're completed another circle. Easy as that. And then what I'm going to do now is that I'm going to follow this, and I'm just going to do a little wavy line, maybe going around. And you are in charge. You get to choose, and you get to choose the emotion. This little wavy line makes me feel calm. If I did a line like this, I'd feel a little crazy. No, I want this nice wavy line to make me feel relaxed. And then on top of that, more relaxation. I'm just going to put some circles. And so if you notice, I'm just making this up as I go along, you know. Now, because I'm talking, you might not get the meditative effect. But if you really, really take me up on this and you try it on your own, and you create just adding lines and shapes, soon you'll find yourself just almost blissed out, you know. I don't know if that's so good. Yeah, but yeah, you kind of do get blissed out. All right. So here we are as we go round and round and round and round. And here is where it can go. Yeah. Do you see what I just showed you? How it
let me tell you. Let me jump in and say, you know what's powerful about this from a financial planning perspective?
Yes, tell me, of course.
A lot of people make financial decisions that shrink their cash flow based on emotions. They had a fight with their spouse, they run go spend money on their credit card, or you know, they want, their child wants something, you know, and they feel pressured to give their child, whatever. Or, you know, I've had a client who said every time she had a meeting with her supervisor, the supervisor spoke to her so hard, she had to go shopping.
Oh, wow.
And, you know, she was just spending. And then when I kid you not, Dennise, I've had a client who spent $25,000 on takeout food.
Oh my Lord.
During
Jamaican, right?
Yeah, Jamaican. No, US.
No.
And yes. And she lives in Jamaica, and she spent 25,000 US on takeout food during the pandemic. Why? Because of emotional disturbance. Here is how you get your cash flow under control, because you get your emotions under control.
I got you. So you know what is really awesome about making mandalas, and I've made a lot of them, is how much you really can achieve that sense of calm or peace. And in that space, you can better make decisions, you know, you can better, you know, you can better see your way through whatever the issues are coming up with it. As I said, it can be financial, it can be relationship. It's in that space of peace. There's no way that, you know, you're making right decisions based on your impulses or your sense of feeling desperate or unhappy, or any of those. So really, the mandala effect really is that of coming home to yourself, coming into a sacred space with the sacred circle in which you then can gain clarity.
Yes,
over whatever the clarity needs to be
that's right.
gained over. Yeah.
That's right.
So
And
I hope everybody will take me up on mandala, please, 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 please.
yes. And as I said, these creative tools, they do lead to an improvement in your cash flow because it releases the heart of heavy emotions. It frees the mind to think and to be in a space of creativity.
Yeah,
And you can create the world that you want with these tools.
yeah.
Okay? And impress your subconscious mind that you do have the power to build the life you want. You do have the power to make the changes. So, Dennise,
One
and
last thing.
oh,
One
one last thing.
thing.
Okay.
And when you finish it, just
Yes.
if you had a word or an intention, you could have written it on the back of your mandala, put it up in the space. And every
Yes.
time you pass by the mandala that you made with the
Yes.
intention of peace, love, joy, money, abundance, whatever, then you'll be reminded that energy is always there and it's always working. It's not just a two-dimensional object, guys.
Yes. So, Dennise, thank you so much for this module. And we'll see you in the next one. My name is Dennise Williams. I'm your financial coach. It's joined by Dennise Francis Robinson, your creativity coach. We will see you soon. Bye.
Bye bye.